Hi, and welcome to the special Horror Month edition of It Figures. Tonight I will be reviewing Ed, from the classic film Shaun of the Dead. Monday I brought you the figure of Shaun, but we can't have Shaun without his best buddy Ed. Again, the box is very, very collector friendly. On the back it shows a brief history of who Ed is, and again, a photograph of him. Alright, so let's open up Ed and see if he's as good as Shaun was. I didn't get a chance to really show off the base because I had already put Shaun on it. But basically this is what it looks like. You have one sort of rounder peg and then one skinnier peg. And it's a really, really big and nice base. Holds the figure great. On the bottom of Ed's feet, again, you have the bigger hole and then the small hole, so there's no confusion on how to put him on the base. This is the zombified version of Ed. And as far as I know, it's the only version of Ed out there. I don't believe they have the regular one. So let's take a look at the sculpt of Ed. He is great. Just as good as Shaun. Actually, he might even be better. Absolutely love the confused look on his face. He also has a great depth to his mouth. His hair is really, really well sculpted as well. And of course his shirt says, "I got wood," just like the movie. I really love how they do their hands on these sculpts. I didn't actually see this in the box, but it's so cool. In one hand he's holding a record. I also really enjoy how they did his feet. Even though they're all the way pressed into the pegs, his front of his feet are still lifted up. It's a really nice sculpt. He also has his watch. The paint on Ed is absolutely great. As you can see, he's just splattered on one side with blood. And I believe it's because that's where he'd gotten bit in the movie. His backside is also splattered. Unlike Shaun, I did measure Ed, and he comes up to being 8 inches tall. The other thing about him is he's a substantial figure. He weighs quite a lot, so it's like a little mini paperweight. And also, like Shaun, he has zero articulation. I mean, his head looks like it should turn, and I wish it would have. These are really great and fun figures. There's zero problems with the paint, and if you like sort of the cartoonish, almost claymation look to these figures, you'll love this. However, because of the lack of articulation, Ed gets a 4 out of 5. I know there are some Ghostbuster figures like this, and there's also some Young Frankenstein, which I'm really looking to try to find right now to review for you guys. So if you like the review, please support the page so I can see you next time on It Figures, the very special Horror Month.